Well, good morning, YouTube. Madam Roy back again. Back to another vlog video. I know I haven't put up a video in quite a few days. Let's shine some light on the situation here. Really, the reason is I just haven't had a lot to vlog about, and I've also been extremely busy. I was working on quite a few computers, just kind of basically mundane tasks, mainly virus removal, doing some upgrades, just things that I've done multiple videos on and I didn't really want to bore you guys with. But today should be fairly interesting. I actually have to go over to Norfolk, run a few errands over there. I have to stop at one place specifically. But I figured I'd go ahead and hit up some of the thrift stores over there. It is now about 11:30 in the morning. This is Monday. And figured I'd take you guys with me. The weather is really nasty out right now. It's not raining hard, it's just kind of sprinkling. But we had very warm weather yesterday, and it's gotten very cool today. So when warm air and cool air hit, you get a lot of fog, and that's what we have right now. So I'm not actually looking forward to going through the tunnel today. It's probably going to be very interesting. Usually they have, when there's fog, they have speed restrictions. Normally you can go through there about 35, usually bring it down to about 15 or 20 miles an hour because the fog can actually permeate in the tunnel and you can hardly see where you're going. I mean, it can get really bad. Well, as you see in the background here, I do have Simon. You want to say hi to everybody, Simon? Simon, what you doing, bud? He's being a bum as usual. And I will go ahead and show you guys LT real quick. Oh, big yawn. Really big yawn from Simon. I'll go ahead and show you guys LT real quick. Someone, I forget who it was, I apologize, had posted up that I haven't shown LT for a while, so figure I'll go ahead and give you guys an update on her. She's doing just fine. What's going to be coming really soon, though, are a couple of bath videos because they both need a bath majorly. Especially Simon because he's getting older. He can't reach to clean everything. He's starting to stink a little bit. All right, guys. My dad's outside working right now, and let's see if LT is here. Well, she's not in her box. Let's see if we can find her. Sometimes she likes to sleep on the chair. She's not there right now. With this cat, sometimes you gotta play a little hide and seek. LT! No, I'm not sure where she is, guys. And sometimes she, like I said, she likes to hide from me. Typical cat behavior. Yeah, we'll find her in a minute, I'm sure. And here she is, guys. She must have been up in the window. Say hi, LT. Everybody wants to say hi to you. She's got to run to her spot. Yep, the only place that I can pet her is over here in the corner. As most of you guys know by now. Being a good girl. Let's see that pretty face. Everybody wants to see her pretty face, LT. Come on. There she is. Good girl. What? What? Yes, we all know you're talkative. The whole YouTube audience knows you're very talkative. Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't actually come out. Usually when I come out down for breakfast, she's actually sitting either at the top of the stairs or at the bottom of the stairs meowing constantly. And this is her favorite spot to be pet, right at the small of the back where the tail meets. She will actually just keep moving around for me to pet her there. Once again, very typical cat behavior. I know I've said this multiple times, but it always stands true. Yeah? Meow? Meow meow. Okay, I'll stop filming you. I know you don't really like it very much. Well, before I head out, I want to show you guys something I picked up at the thrift store the other day. As I've mentioned a few times in my videos, I am of Norwegian heritage or Nordic heritage. And when I was in the thrift store the other day, I could not pass this up. This is a Nordic ware bunt pan. This is actually for cooking bread. You can also do like meatloaf and things in it. This is true, absolute vintage, probably from the late 60s, maybe even early 70s. I wound up paying $5 minus the 25%, so I got it for, I'd say right around $3.50. But the really cool thing about this is it absolutely has never been used, and I can slide it out and show you basically how it works. And if I can do this one-handed without causing too much damage, you see the box has kind of gotten chewed up over the years. Go ahead and there we go. And as you can see, it's actually two pieces. The first one is the actual bunt pan itself. This is ceramic. It's got kind of a very 70s or 60s, 70s looking pattern to it. I don't know how the camera's picking up the color, but it is a mustard yellow color. You can see on the bottom it has this metal strip on here. That's to help distribute heat evenly when you're baking. And then, of course, it has this little serving tray. Basically how it works is once you take this out of the oven with whatever you baked, you stick it in here, and then you can serve it right away without actually burning your hands. Now, this is definitely going to make for an interesting cooking video, and I am going to be using this to do a cooking video. Have not decided what I'm going to do yet, but it's probably going to be something bread related. I may even decide to try one of these recipes down here. You can see right here it tells you about making bread. It has a recipe for Swiss cheese scalloped potatoes, and they have their own meatloaf recipe, and I just thought this was really, really cool. And as you can see, there were some different options. This one I believe is actually called Harvest, which is like Harvest Gold. There was also a cinnamon and a white version, and again, those were very, very typical colors when this was actually manufactured. Alright guys, so as you can see, I'm in the car. I'm going to head over to a few thrift stores locally first, the CHKD and then maybe even the Goodwill, because I am looking for a couple of monitors today. There are a couple of things I wanted to talk to you about. I noticed that a lot of people enjoyed the biking footage from the GoPro. I was very impressed as to how well that actually came out. Just to let you guys know, I think one of the reasons it was so steady, the bike mount that I got has a little rubber piece that goes in between the actual clamp that fits on the handlebars, and that coupled with, of course, the GoPro's image stabilization really made for a nice ride. The only thing I was a little disappointed on was the side-to-side motion. That was basically me, because I hadn't ridden a bike in a while. I wasn't as stable, I guess, as I used to be, and I do definitely want to start remedying that, because I really enjoy riding bikes, and it is excellent exercise. I do have to fix one thing on my bike. Mine is a mountain bike. I believe it's about like a 24 or 26 speed, and the third set of gears, the highest gears, don't work on it right now, and I believe the problem is the cable. And when I first got the bike, it worked fine, but over the years since we've had it stored, the cable has kind of gotten twisted in with the other bikes, and it's developed a little bit of a kink. So I'm probably going to have to go over to the local bike shop and either have them replace the cable or see if they can just sell me one and I'll do it myself. It is rideable right now, but it won't go past, I believe it's like an 18th gear, so I can't go super, super fast with it at the moment. Well, I don't know if you guys can tell from the back, but it is really, really nasty right now. It's 57 degrees, which isn't too bad. I mean, it's not super cold, but it's very humid, very rainy, and it is still kind of foggy. The sun's come out a little bit, so it's burned a little bit of the fog off, but for the most part, the fog is just kind of lingering there. And I know that on the highway, it gets even worse. Before you heard in the background, I forgot to turn on my dash cam, which I always try to use when I'm in the car, because that's your best friend. If there's an accident and it's another person's fault, then you have your proof right there. You know, as they say, picture's worth 1,000 words, well, video's worth $1 million. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video for right now and hit up those couple thrift stores, see if I can find anything, and then we'll head over to Norfolk. Talk to you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, well, I just left our thrift store.
Nothing too special. I didn't actually buy anything. I did, however, see two Stanton ST200 series turntables in there, and I'm sure those of you that are into DJing probably know what I'm talking about. They wanted $25 a piece for them, but they were rough. You could tell that they had a rough life. The one, they wanted $25 a piece for them. One of them was missing half the arm. The stylus was gone, the arm, half the arm was gone. Neither of them had the hinges to hold the door on, and they were scuffed up like crazy. The one that was complete looked like it may have had a good stylus, had a Shogun. I've never heard of the brand. That was the stylus that was on it. I just decided not to pick them up because I'm sure they could be repaired, and believe me, I'd love to have one. Like, I've always wanted a turntable like that, but they just seem to be too used and abused. You could tell they were probably from somebody's DJing kit. Like I said, they were scratched up all over the place. I just have my doubts as to whether or not they would actually still even function. Would probably take a lot of money to get those working properly again. Even the covers were very scratched up. I mean, there were gouges out of it. I'm actually surprised they're selling them for that much. I mean, I know they probably realize that they are good turntables, but in that condition, they're pretty much not good for anything but parts. So I'm head over to the other thrift stores. Maybe, hopefully, I'll have better luck over there. All right, guys. So I'm just about to leave the Hope House thrift store in Norfolk. This is the one that's near Dumars. A lot of you guys probably heard of that because they were featured on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. But behind this thrift store is the Norfolk Coffee and Tea Company, and I've never actually went in there before. I figured I'd check it out today, see what kind of stuff they had, and I picked up their blend of K-Cups. That's right, they actually have these K-Cups made for them. As you can see, it's the Norfolk Coffee and Tea Company, and I'll give you the address. You guys can pause the video if you want to see that. It's on 212 East 18th Street in Norfolk. This is the French Roast K-Cups. An excellent deal. If you guys are in the Norfolk area, definitely come and check them out. I haven't actually tried this. I'll go ahead and do a review of this probably either later on today or tomorrow. But they're very well known in the area. They make their own, they roast their own coffee here. They don't actually make these here, but they have it made at a centralized location to their specifications. So this is going to be as good as the fresh coffee you get from them, or at least very close. Excellent price. This was $7 for 12 cups, which is really a good deal when you consider a lot of the McCafe cups and a lot of the name brand ones are usually $9 and $10 for a 12 K-Cup box. So that was a fantastic deal. I did find some other things at the thrift store, but I'm gonna have to wait till I get home to show you. They're in the trunk right now. I won't spill the beans. I'm probably gonna do like a whole big bundle of everything I find today. So probably next thing you see is going to be my find. So talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, guys. So I just got home, and let me show you the few things that I did pick up. It wasn't anything super special. The first thing I got was this big 19-inch. This is an HP Compact LE1911 19-inch LCD monitor. This is the kind that has multiple adjustments on it, and this one can actually also go sideways. Picked this up for $10 at that Hope House thrift store. Picked up two USB keyboards, which I needed drastically. I paid $1.50 a piece for these. This one's a Dell. It's got quite a bit of wear on it, but it's still in good shape. I actually like these Dell keyboards. These are the kind that came with the Dimension E 520s, 320s, things like that. And it's in decent shape, so yeah, not too bad. This one here is a Logitech. This one also has some wear on the keys, but they're all there and they all function. I have to clean that though. Ugh, look how dirty and mucky that is. And showing you the back on this one. This one's called the Logitech Elite Keyboard. And I don't actually see a model on there, but you guys probably know those. And last but not least, found a few cassette tapes. These were $1 a piece. I got Spandau Ballet from the 80s. Nice, pretty nice tape. Can't wait to listen to that one. Got Dolly Parton's Greatest Hits. Yeah, I kind of like country once in a while. Got Handel's Messiah, so this is some nice sleeping music, I like to call it. It's classical. This is the Philadelphia Orchestra. Lots of music on there. You guys can pause the video if you want to read the tracks. And last but not least, Homecoming 1945. I don't know why. I needed one more cassette, and this seemed kind of interesting. I'll show you guys the music on there. Once again, you can pause if you want to read the songs. It's got stuff like Kalamazoo, a lot of big band era music. This is that computer I was telling you guys about. I'll probably do a video on that in the near future. It's an old Dimension 2400. This is a computer that a client gave me to recycle. I really haven't decided what I'm going to use it for, if anything. Well, that's going to be it for the vlog today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.